Hey there, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome in. How's this? Let's rock. Can you believe it's October? Can you believe it's Wednesday? And oh my goodness, have you remembered what your why is? Because if you don't remember why you started this thing in the first place, your how is probably feeling muddled, to say the least. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references, alongside the raw healing stories my characters weave throughout time and space. Let's go ahead and nerd about all the things that make us wonder, why do we even get up in the morning some mornings and do what we do? I had to come to terms with that. Grab your coffee. Grab your tea. This one's going to get fun. I had to come to terms with that very, very recently. Jess, it's good to see you. And I had to address whether or not I was doing certain things in the new place we're going to be living soon. Every time we have had to move over the last 3 years has been an opportunity for me to go, what really is and is not working? What do I need to carry into the new space? And I keep getting this quote by Somerset Maugham come across my path. If you can tell stories and create characters, devise incidents, and have sincerity and passion, it doesn't matter how dang well you write. And pairing that with the fact that oftentimes we hear that someone less talented than us are doing way better, right? So it boils down to a couple of key things: the importance of the narrative, if you can tell stories, the role of compelling characters, whether or not you can even create characters that are relatable to people in some small way, and crafting those plots around an authentic storytelling methodology that makes the audience feel like either they love the main character, they can't stand the main character, or they want to stay along for the ride to see the switch from A to B or B to A. And I had to come to terms with this as I'm finishing up book 3. Book 3 is set to go out by the end of this week. It should have gone out by September 30th. I got sick. That was not happening. So we are literally checking for stray typos and formatting at this point. And I should have the ebook ready to put up for Double Down Day. And by the time I stream for Heart Breathing's Double Down Day, I should be into working on book 4. And book 4 is the most boring of my books, to the point that I'm like, why am I doing this? And I came up with the same question when I wrote Vovery's book in draft form the first time about a year ago. Why am I doing this? And much like that character, I kind of had to sit down and go, what is the core of who I want to be? One of my favorite characters of all time is the Santa Claus from Rise of the Guardians. Some of you have heard me nerd about the awesome, totally epic, tattooed, mafia-level Santa. He does very much equate being who he is to the layers of a Russian doll. That's your why, is those layers. I have it hanging up here that I want to help people create stories that heal from the soul while also telling my own stories. And I had to ask, now that I've been doing Soul Bard Academy for a full year, and now that I've done all this editing and coaching over the last year, I had to say, am I on the right path for them as much as for my readers? So yeah, it doesn't matter a dang how well and how often and how I write. What matters is the outcome. And many of you understand that notion because it's what drives some of you to write. You're writing jokes from friend groups into your stories as much as I am. I see you, gamers. Anything that's said during a gaming session is cannon fodder for the resident writer. Capiche, capiche. Something I used to say all the time to a group of friends of mine called Emerald Company Gaming. Check them on Twitch. They still stream on Saturdays. I haven't streamed with them in 3 years. So definitely check them out. And they know that a lot of the cannon fodder of my winged ones comes from, stuff they said. But why is that in there? We all have those friends, right? Party banter is my favorite thing to write for that reason. So, what truly are you doing to develop your characters? And really, really focus in on you at the same time. Your story, it matters almost more than the characters, because without you to report what's going on, the story's not going to get told. Yeah, but it's just like, no, it's not just like. It's your story from your truth. So it really doesn't matter. Don't compare yourself to someone else. You're going to write a different story than them, and that's okay. We're about to go into some sprints. Are you coming over and jamming with us? Are you writing your own story? Do it from here. Not because XYZ told you to. Until next time.